trains for service between the Bronx and Manhattan. We also have delays on the PATH trains Newark to World Trade Center because of track maintenance at Journal Square. Now in New Jersey, watch out for an accident with injuries on Route 4 eastbound, just west of Bell Avenue in Teaneck. You got the right lane blocked. You want to go with Cedar Lane instead. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Inbound George looks okay now. Outbound, though, there's a stall, and it is on the lower level on the ramp to the Harlem River Drive. You've got about 5 to 10 minutes at both the inbound side of the Lincoln and the Holland tunnels, and we're very slow heading into Brooklyn at the Verrazano Bridge on that common ramp to the Belt Parkway. Once in Brooklyn, you're slammed on the belt from the Flatbush Avenue exit all the way to Pennsylvania Avenue. That's all because of repair work. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Still looking good on the southern, the northern, and the LIE. I'm Sue Eller, next report at 9:51. 10 wins on 92.3 FM.
And we are indeed getting a taste of summer today. Not just tonight, but all day long. Today going up to 85, Joe Lundberg.
There have been some pretty chilly days so far this spring, with days struggling to get out of the 40s. None of those are in sight across the region. In fact, we're going to see the opposite side of the spectrum today. With a southwest breeze and some sunshine in advance of the next cold front, we'll jump through the 70s to a high of 85. The average high 63.
Hey, Tina.
We see a cold front come through the area tonight.
Happy Caturday, Tina.
From early before it dries out late tonight. But it's still warm tomorrow in the upper 60s, and we could be back in the 70s as early as Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg. The 4-day forecast in less than 10 minutes on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
We're looking at 67 right now, going up to 85 degrees. A disturbing find in the Bronx. A 38-year-old mother found dead in her apartment. Also in the apartment, the dead body of her 8-year-old son. Her daughter, 4 years old, found alive. A lot of questions about this. For one, cops say the incident doesn't seem suspicious. Sources telling 1010 Winds the mother and the son had some sort of a medical condition. The cops were called to the home in Wakefield on East 231st Street to perform a wellness check. That is when they found the bodies last night. And that 4-year-old girl in the apartment with the bodies. That child now...
Hey, Alfredo, what's going on? Mr. Whiskers. Happy Caturday, my friend.
The city medical examiner's office will determine the cause of death. We are also learning more about the fire that wrecked multiple homes on Staten Island. It turns out it started when a guy didn't want anybody to find his sex toys. Yes, sex toys. So he lit them on fire in the backyard. 37-year-old Harry Torres arraigned in criminal court on charges that include 4th-degree arson for the Wednesday blaze. Criminal complaint quotes Torres as saying he was trying to get rid of the DNA on the sex toys, so he lit them on fire in his backyard.
Oh, it's the 13th anniversary of Fire Emblem Awakening. Wow. Today also is, apparently, I just heard it on the radio, this is 1010 Winds, it is their 60th, 60 years ago today, 1965, they went from music to all news. So, congrats to them.
They came into the season having lost 16 straight regular season games to the Knicks. That is before winning this year's season series. Karl Anthony Towns, though, ready to see what a playoff game is like at the Garden. Obviously, for me, I've never had a...
Of course, for those of you that don't know, this is a very famous news station here in New York.
To see the crowd, just let alone on a regular season game, they're special. So I can only imagine it's on another level in the playoffs.
The Yankees have won 5 straight. They'll try to keep it rolling this afternoon, continue their series against...
Yeah, man, the Yankees, they're both doing good. The Yankees and the Mets.
This afternoon, Yankees turn to
Go Yanks.
First pitch on WFAN at 4:05. Met fans hoping that Juan Soto's slumps are behind him. Mets and Cardinals over at Citi Field. First pitch on Odyssey Mets Radio at 8:80 at 4:05.
Hey, Chicopee Radio.
Kodai Singh has been lights out the last 2
Happy Caturday, Chicopee.
The call this afternoon. Gordon Damer, 1010 Win Sports on 92.3 FM.
We're going to hear some of the old music. I heard the old, I remember hearing this growing up from 1010 Winds. Because today is their 60th anniversary.
The 2 guys had not interacted in any way before the suspect just began stabbing the 21-year-old victim in the arm with an unknown sharp object. That victim
60 years of all news. There used to be a music station back in the day.
Lateef Green of the Bronx, he's been hit with 2nd-degree attempted murder and 1st-degree assault charges. Vice President J.D. Vance will not meet with the Pope. Vance is in Italy with his family, attending Good Friday.
8 people watching, 1 like. Thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button. And I hope everyone is having a good start to their Caturday and a good Easter weekend to those who celebrate. And Gio the Bio says hello. Hello, Gio, and thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. And yes, Kitsos is here too. He's right here. He's just chilling. Hello, Tama. Tama is here as well. Oh, thank you, Gio. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Linda is bathing herself, so we'll just let her do that.
Trump was speaking when Oz's 11-year-old granddaughter, Philomena, fainted. Tonight will be a great day. Trump and Health Secretary RFK Jr. didn't move. They stayed behind the podium. Oz, though, leapt out from behind the podium and rushed to the little girl's aid. A White House rep confirms the child fainted, says she's okay. No word on what made her faint. The city's oldest congregation will be headed back to church in the East Village just in time for Easter Sunday.
Church bells will be ringing this Sunday as Middle Collegiate Church in East Village is reopening. It's been 4.5 years since the church was involved in a devastating fire, burning much of it to the ground.
And because we were out of our place, we had to learn how to put our worship on Zoom and on YouTube.
Reverend Jackie Lewis is a senior pastor here. She says the congregation is nearly 400 years old.
To see it looking almost like a sanctuary, it was a miracle.
She says since the fire, they have connected with parishioners from 48 states and 22 countries. And the fact that many of them get to come back to celebrate Easter Sunday is the biggest blessing.
Thank you, Gio.
Buckley, 10-10 wins.
Gio says your cat and your bird is so cute. Thank you.
For Easter Sunday, starting at 10 a.m., the Easter Bonnet Festival closing parts of Fifth Avenue near St. Pat's Cathedral. That begins at 10 a.m.
Hello, Durpo. So de boa na prayer. Welcome and thanks for stopping by.
Are you a New Yorker who's never been surprised by the following? How everyone has a podcast?
Yes, I saw you got YouTube TV. But YouTube TV is a bit pricey. Did you get it at some promotional price or at the original?
No, I definitely am not coming.
Oh, thank you, Durpo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Play the ultimate cash scratch-off game today with prizes up to $10 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Voted best steakhouse year after year, Benjamin Steakhouse is your top destination for a perfect steak dinner with locations in Midtown Manhattan and Westchester County. You'll savor their sizzling USDA prime 30-day aged steaks, mouth-watering sides, and timeless old world atmosphere.
Yes, thank you. And Alfredo is translating there. He's writing in Spanish. Thank you. Tasso says, Tina, wish the game a happy 13th anniversary. Yes, I already said happy. Congrats. That's a milestone. And I'm sure it's still popular. Chicopee says it's supposed to be 80s today for the first time this year. Yeah, apparently here it's going to be 85 today. Right now it is about 67 or 68, I think. Yesterday I heard it was going to go to 80. Now they say it's going to go up to 85. Durple says your cat is so cute. Thank you, Durple. We also have a bird here. I don't know if you saw Durple. That's Kitsos. He's just chilling over there right now. You talked about Tina to your GF. And then here's Linda. Hola, amigos. That's all I know, says Tama. But 86.
Oh boy, problems on the subways. There is no 4, 5, and 6 service between the Bronx and Manhattan. This is all because of someone who was struck by a train at 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. We also have delays on the southbound 2 trains. So how are you going to get to the Bronx, to Manhattan? What you're going to do is take the D train. That will get you into the Bronx and into Manhattan. So just keep that in mind. It's a really tough go. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Also, tough at the outbound George Washington Bridge. Lower level, there's a stall on the ramp to Harlem River Drive.
Oh, I lagged a little. Is it okay now?
10 minutes of both the inbound side of the Lincoln and Holland tunnels.
Linda's looking at something outside.
Verrazano Bridge, that slows down on that common ramp to the Belt Parkway. And once you're in Brooklyn and on the Belt, oh boy, it's a mess on the eastbound Belt, hitting those brakes from Flatbush Avenue.
I want to get those on video. I heard they're going to do like these, mention the 60 years of this station, so they're going to play like the old clips. Yeah, listen.
60 incredible years of informing and inspiring the tri-state area. Here's to many more decades of excellence. Happy 60th anniversary from your friends at McDonald's.
Going to take a look at some of the old sound from 60 years ago.
Yeah, listen, I want to hear this.
Celebrate our 60th today. First, though, the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Joe Lundberg. Over 60.
I remember hearing these like in the car growing up in New York. These are like, this station is, everybody who wants news or traffic would put this on, or CBS, which is no longer on the air.
Early tonight, some places will get a shower or gusty thunderstorm. Behind it, some clearing late tonight, and by morning we're down in the upper 50s. That'll set us up for a nice Easter Sunday weather-wise with a mix of sun and clouds, a breeze out of the west and northwest, and a high of 68. A little bit cooler on Monday with clouds and some sun and a high of 58. Maybe a shower or two Monday night. On Tuesday, though, turns partly sunny, breezy, and warmer again, high back into the mid-70s. In Central Park, it's mostly cloudy, 67 degrees. 6% the wind southwest at 14, gusting to 30.
News. We actually had to explain to our listeners what we were all about.
In addition to local news as it happens in New York, New Jersey, and
Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm lagging, having some problem.
reports from our news bureaus throughout the nation and the world. Sports, finance, traffic, weather, time will be a vital part of this service.
A little bit of a change from Top 40 to All News on April 19th, 1965. That was former 1010 Wins General Manager Joel Chaseman explaining to listeners what we were all about, celebrating 60 years.
1010 wins, celebrating all news all the time. Well, maybe not all the time. Super reel number 13. Roll 'em.
Sloan is particularly excited because he runs the souvenir shop there in Hell, where most of the items will be on sale today for a low $6.66.
Yo, Moen is making it lag.
Today. We will have live
Tina's funny.
here on 1010 Wins plus traffic and transit on the ones.
1010 wins. You give us 22 minutes. We'll give you the world. And sometimes a little extra.
60 years of bringing you the whole world 22 minutes at a time. Lee Harris there, of course. We'll take a look at Bloomberg Money Watch coming up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Scott Stanford here. While you're planning
Hey, Mad Radio DXer.
consider protecting your journey with a travel insurance plan from Travel.
Yeah, the internet. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having some problems. I don't know recently.
Go as expected, and due to
I just had tried to listen to this Mad Radio DXer. 60 years of this station today.
travel. So if you
That they went to all news. They used to be a music station.
Guard has your back. Visit
All right. Anyways, back to the cat.
That's travelguard.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows
Back to Linda.
can major in
This is what you guys are here for.
housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the
Sweetie
supplies.
pie.
And that's where Granger comes in. With over 1 million industrial grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Granger carries the quality products.
Oh shit! Sorry. Am I zoomed in too much? Damn it! I don't know why it looks.
Or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Bloomberg Money Watch now,
There we go.
sponsored this time by John Thurer Cancer Center. We get an update with Jeff Bellinger.
When personal finances are stretched thin, a lot of folks stop pampering themselves.
The first thing that people will cut out of their budget is a massage.
Bloomberg reporter Ben Steverman talked to a lot of massage therapists
Yeah.
and beauty
It is
professionals
60.
at the recent International Aesthetics, Cosmetics, and Spa Conference in New York.
Yeah, bad words. Well,
They're stretching out treatments. They're going for
I try to keep this channel family friendly.
hair color less often. Those are the troubling signs for the economy.
If I ever do a live stream on the other, I might, or do other stuff, then, but because, you know,
Months ahead of official declarations,
I really anyways don't,
owners talked about how inflation
we have younger audience members here
and
watching.
says operators expect that tariffs will eventually cause more pain.
They use products from all over the world in packaging that comes from all over
But a
the
word
world.
did slip the other day too, because
The cost could really go up.
Yes, well, the other day, Linda swallowed some string. Not yesterday's live stream, but the one before that. But she's fine, you know, just a small string, but, you know.
If you've been recently diagnosed with prostate cancer, please call me directly at 201-450-4263. For more than 20 years, my team and I have helped prostate cancer patients at John Theurer Cancer Center's Radiation Oncology Department, now one of the largest programs of its kind in New Jersey. If you have prostate cancer, call my cell, day or night, at 201-450-4263. That's 201-450-4263. At John Theurer Cancer Center, we use TomoTherapy's unique guided radiotherapy to precisely focus on the prostate gland. Our treatments can be safely completed in a shorter period of time with fewer side effects and better sexual function. Call my cell at 201-450-4263. I'll make sure you're seen within 48 hours. John Theurer Cancer Center, a division of
See, it's much more zoomed in. I have another. Let me just see something here. Sorry, guys. Okay, now it's better. I'm looking at it. I have another monitor. I'm just trying to. It does that sometimes.
You've seen the ads, pre-owned car prices that seem too good to be true, because often they are. Once you try to buy one, the final price is thousands more. You've been duped, but that won't happen at Major World, where what you negotiate is what you pay. Yeah, some things we can't help, like taxes, DMV fees, plus a small $175 processing fee, but that's it. No surprises. Don't get duped by fake low prices. Come instead to Major World. Major World, 2340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com.
WINS FM and HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Tintin went to AccuWeather, 85 degrees for the high today. Breezy clouds, some sun, maybe a late day thunderstorm, but again, that high of 85. Get out and enjoy it. Partly cloudy, breezy tonight, 58 for the low. Tomorrow, Easter Sunday, not as warm, but still a very nice day for April. Sun, bit breezy, a high of 68. Back down into the 50s on Monday, cooler, clouds, occasional sun, 58, back to the 70s. It's a roller coaster of temperatures here on Tuesday. Sunny, warmer once again. Tuesday's high, 75. Right now we're looking at 67. We are going up to 85 today. More people get their news from 1010 Winds than from any other radio station in the nation. Roseanne Cox Peralta is our service aide. Chris Roush is the writer. Sarah Milano is at the editor's desk. I'm Brian Britton.
All news, all the time. This is 10
Katrina. Hello, Katrina Coates. She said, get the bird out and I will subscribe. The bird is out, actually. I'll show you. Here's the bird right there. He's just chilling. See?
What happened to them? A 38-year-old woman and an 8-year-old boy found dead in a Bronx home. Police are
That's
investigating.
Kitsos.
Big Supreme Court ruling on
Yeah.
migrants. Justices say the Trump administration cannot.
I just happen to have it here on Linda now. Because she comes and goes, so she can leave at any time. And if she does, then I'll just put it on Kitsos. So now subscribe. And thanks for watching. Yeah, they don't, no, they get along. Of course, I watch them, you know, when the bird is out, because, just in case, you know. Yeah, Chicopee, hopefully we don't have any severe weather here.
Emergency teams respond to someone who was struck by a train in the Bronx by 3rd Avenue. For a while, we have the 6 trains suspended, but they are back. But again, you have extensive delays. So I would still take the D trains for service between the Bronx and Manhattan. Let's go to New Jersey, where a couple things going on. An accident on 280 eastbound, just east of the Stickle drawbridge. Takes up the left lane, and then an accident with injuries eastbound on Route 4 in Teaneck, just west of Bell Avenue. The right lane is blocked, so you can go with Cedar Lane instead. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The inbound alongside the George Washington Bridge. Looks good. Outbound is still cleared on the lower level. You got about 10 minutes at the inbound side of the Lincoln and Holland tunnels. And in Brooklyn, you're jammed on the Belt Parkway eastbound from Flatbush
What happened, Tina?
to Pennsylvania Avenue with construction. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Looking good on the southern, the northern, and the LIE. Traffic is sponsored by NJ State Auto in Jersey City. I'm Sue Eller. Next report at 10:11.
You're injured.
93 FM.
Chicopee says he's watching Everton versus Manchester City, Premier League. I hope, Tina, you said you need bandages. I hope it's nothing too bad.
Never mind Easter weekend. It's going to feel like Memorial Day weekend today. Highs into the 80s. Let's get the latest live with AccuWeather meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Almost to the 70-degree mark already, Kathleen, with a lot of clouds around, with a little bit more
Storm
sun
call.
this afternoon.
Oh, you have a sprain.
From the south and
The
west.
way you say it, though, it's funny. Storm caused a lightning bolt on my ankle.
85 in Midtown. If we get there, that'd be
Please
the
put on a
worst
bandage on me, says Tina.
August last year.
Sorry, that's funny, Tina.
This warm. Now, this isn't going to last forever. We've got a cold front that'll come through the area tonight. That'll mean a cooler day for Easter Sunday, but with some sunshine, we're still in the upper 60s. And guess what? We could be back in the 70s as early as Tuesday next week. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg. All the details, the 4-day forecast in less than 10 minutes on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Of course, whatever the weather brings, stay with 1010 winds. We'll get you through. More questions than answers in the Bronx after a 38-year-old woman and 8-year-old boy were found dead last night. The call came in just before 8:30 p.m. Police said they went to 683 East 231st Street in the Wakefield section and found the woman and child unresponsive
Come on,
inside the
Kichos.
apartment. EMS pronounced them dead.
Oh, Kichos, come here.
Mother and son. A second child, a 4-year-old girl believed to be the daughter of the woman, was also there. She was taken to the hospital for evaluation and is said to be physically okay. The medical examiner will determine cause of death. Police are still investigating. NYPD stepping up presence in parts of the Bronx after a spike in gunfire.
Oh, I got a feather on me.
Bronx were down
Look at that
33%
from him.
to start the year. So far in April, the borough accounts for 63% of city shootings. This man doesn't see it as much
Look.
as he hears about.
See? But they just...
He lives in Tremont in the 4-6 precinct, which has seen 20% of the city's shootings in April. Now we're going to be afraid every time we come outside. The police commissioner blames the Trinitarios gang. Over 100 officers were sent to the Bronx in March.
Kichos doesn't want to stay.
Mac Rosenberg's 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Tremont.
Young boy with autism who went missing is safe with his family in Queens thanks to the help of a Good Samaritan.
He ran out the door of a Jackson Heights restaurant when his mom was washing his hands and made it all the way to the Upper East Side. All the Hollywood.
Now Linda's looking at Kichos.
In these 3 hours, Farjana Khan was panicking when she realized her 7.5-year-old son Ruwaid, who has autism, was suddenly missing. The NYPD posted his photo all over and had helicopters in the sky, boats in the water, and even cadaver dogs searching for him.
As soon as I saw him, I can't even imagine how his mom's feeling right now.
It was Christina Casey who recognized him. NYPD officers Ortiz and Lewis quickly showed up.
We were able to reunite family together. I'm a father myself. I can't even imagine.
Mary Lynn Buckley, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM on the Upper East Side.
Ganging up on Andrew Cuomo, 4 Democratic candidates for mayor called out the former governor and mayoral frontrunners and his record on housing yesterday. Council Speaker Adrian Adams.
In his final year as governor, New York City lost 66,000 rent-stabilized apartments, and that ain't right.
State Rep Zoran Amdani.
He does not have an answer for how he could make the city more affordable when he has worked arm in arm with those who have made millions from its inequality.
And City Controller Brad Lander added.
Open loopholes like vacancy decontrol into our rent laws, and as a result, tens of thousands of units of affordable housing, of rent-stabilized housing, were lost in New York City. This is someone who has eliminated far more affordable housing than he ever created or preserved.
This after Mayor Adams accused Cuomo's campaign of using artificial intelligence to create a housing plan just like his. Cuomo denies those allegations, and his campaign says his record is why he's in the lead. Coming up next, a major Supreme Court ruling on deportations.
More than any other holiday or season, Easter and Passover show us the limitless love of our God, a love that reaches past death itself. Colonel Timothy Nolan here. At Easter, we
Christians celebrate this love that knows no bounds, a love that unites us and lasts eternally. Jesus lived and walked among his people. He talked with friends and ate with strangers. Well, Easter calls us to connect with our own communities, both our Catholic brothers and sisters and our fellow New Yorkers of all beliefs. This is a time for deepening our faith and putting that faith into action. Now, at our Catholic
Yeah, Kitsos is here.
Arch Care, we see love and unity lived out in the relationships between our patients, families, and staff. We see it in the daily service of our healthcare workers who've committed
Close-up of
caring
Kitsos.
for our beloved elders and the most vulnerable among us. Easter is a celebration of Christ's
That's a
resurrection,
beautiful
a
bird.
love that will last forever. This Easter and Passover, let's show the boundless love of God as we care for one another.
To learn more about ArchCare, visit archcare.org.
Look, keys to U.S. Supreme Court ruling early today on deportations as the U.S. Supreme Court blocked the Trump administration from sending another plane load of Venezuelan migrants to El Salvador.
The court order concerns Trump administration plans to use the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, used rarely and only in wartime until now, to deport about 30 Venezuelan men being held in Texas. The court says not to do that, quote, until further order of this court. The ACLU said in an emergency filing last night that the Venezuelans had been told they were about to be removed. The Supreme Court had previously ruled that could not happen unless they had a chance to legally challenge it.
Correspondent Michael Toscano, Justices Thomas and Alito dissented in that order. No comment so far from the White House. Protests over the Trump administration's deportation efforts continue in New York, where advocates are calling for state laws to prohibit local law enforcement from working with ICE.
In a rally outside ICE headquarters, activists said New York should be protecting immigrants.
Right now, the state of New York is still complicit in ICE's campaign of terror.
State Senator Julia Salazar's bills would prohibit local law enforcement from cooperating with ICE. John Ben Menachem is a Jewish Columbia student.
We need to stop allowing the NYPD and ICE to surveil, brutalize, and abduct New Yorkers.
Mayor Adams expressed support for ICE raids this week in the city that netted over 200 alleged gang members. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Lower Manhattan.
Now this message, Caribbean Food Delight.
Yeah, Tina, get better.
Take a bite. Traffic's next on 1010 wins. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocate is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Let's see.
Our passion is taxes.
What will happen?
Individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be
No, Linda meows.
any longer. End your tax nightmare today.
Oh, she meows. Trust me, Chicopee.
Or call 800-575.
Mad Raider DX says, I like the Fire Emblem games. Best way to recover from an injury, yeah.
Real solutions for real people.
Oh no, Kitsos. He's on my computer.
To coach juniors and adults, including nationally ranked players, individually, in groups, and summer on-site and squash tournaments. Train players to compete as team members.
It's okay,
Prepare
Kitsos.
for college squash. Travel 6 to 8 times per year.
Usually, as I have videos, usually, you know, he has stayed on top of Linda with no problem, so. But I don't want to, you know, don't want to make him nervous or anything, because I think he's a little scared now, so. Just going to leave him, put him up on the coins, maybe. Hello, Mika? She does. She wants to play. Yeah, her string. I'm gonna get the string out. I actually have this as well, but you hear Kitsos? He's chirping. She's like, I don't want this. I just want string. I could go buy a toy. She won't take it. But anything that a piece of string, she'll go crazy for, you know? Being a coin guard now, yes. Oh, there she goes. She's kind of playing.
dead. But it looks like the crash on Route 4 eastbound west of Bell Avenue in Teaneck has been cleared away. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We're bunching up to the upper level of the George Washington Bridge, about 10 to 15. Lower level is better, but outbound about a 20-minute delay. The worst approach is going to be from the Cross Bronx. In Milton and Holland, that's looking pretty good right now. Let's take it over to Queens.
Some bug in here that's flying. Hopefully, I hope it's not a, you know, a fly was, well, Linda, I don't know if she'll eat it, but there's a bug in here. I don't think flying around. Now mosquito season, you know, mosquitoes will start, and I'm not, Come on, Linda. Now watch me get out the string, and you'll see how she will react.
Now, the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The 4-day forecast is highlighted by the summer-like warmth of today. We're in the upper 60s already. Headed to 80.
She already sees it. I didn't. You already see it, don't you? Okay, okay, wait, Linda, wait.
West winds on Tuesday should bring us sunshine and temperatures mid to upper 70s. Right now,
All right, ready, Linda?
Metro Park humidity 56%, the wind southwest at 13 gusting to 22 miles per hour. Beginning our current temperature is 68, looking at a high of 85 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg of New York's weather station 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Big sit down in Rome today. Top U.S. and Iranian negotiators spent several hours talking about a possible nuclear agreement.
Iran has managed to enrich uranium to far higher levels, said to be in touching distance of weapons grade. But it's also seen its geopolitical situation get much more precarious. What the US wants is slightly less clear. Donald Trump has said he wants to avoid military strikes. But there have been conflicting messages about whether they want Iran to reduce their program or fully dismantle it.
That's the BBC's Joe Inwood reporting. This is the second round of negotiations. There's no immediate word on how it all went. Coming up, the Knicks playoff run begins tonight.
Not sure about ranked choice voting? No problem. NYC Votes has you covered. With ranked choice voting, you can rank up to 5 candidates in order of preference instead of picking just one. The more candidates you rank, the more power your vote has. Here's how it works. If your top choice doesn't have enough support to win, your vote automatically moves to your next choice.
There's Kitsos
Candidate gets more than 50% of the votes and wins.
sitting on top of some watches.
2025, and early voting runs June 14th to June 22nd. Learn more at
And Linda got the string.
paid for by NYC Votes.
I got another one here.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day.
Time guard, Mika. Time guard. Now, gotta guard the Rolex, Mika. The Rolex is over there.
Land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Now, Gordon Damer with sports.
They've had a week to rest, recover.
Mad Radio the Extra says, does Linda go crazy with lasers? I used to look after cats that did. I never played with a laser with Linda. Maybe, I don't think we ever did, no. I don't even have one. I'm sure she would go crazy for it, though. Something about the color red it could be, too. Like this string, you see? So, but also it's a very fine string. So that's...
Tip-off set for just after 6 o'clock. Yankees trying to make it 6 wins in a row. They'll face the Rays again in Tampa. First pitch on WFAN at 4:05. Carlos Carrasco gets the start for the Bombers. Mets have won 11 of 15. They try to keep it going as they face off against the Cardinals again over at Citi Field. Kodai Senga has not allowed a run in his last 2 starts. He gets the call. First pitch on Odyssey Mets Radio 880 at 4:05. Gordon Damer, 1010 Win Sports on 92.3 FM.
They're a new and adorable officer at an Illinois County courthouse.
At 12 weeks old, Marshall the Golden Retriever has a full-time job with the Probation and Court Service team at Ford County Courthouse in Paxton, Illinois. Jennifer Harrison with Probation and Court Services says their clients are more positive when they see Marshall.
Working through their anxiety of just coming to our office, because sometimes that can be stressful for them.
Dog trainer Derek Krause.
Whether it's a court case or a child is victimized, maybe that dog gets them to express themselves. They can make a court case for somebody.
Veteran treatment court officer Ariel Brucker says
All right, Linda. There you go. It's not there, Linda. It's right there. Look. Here. Right here. Come here. There.
It's 68 degrees right now. AccuBus says we're going up to 85 today in Midtown.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs.
Now Linda is all stimulated. She came over here. She just gave me a head bump.
Made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of...
Tina says I changed it in honor of April 20th. So she went from Lucina or Lucina to Tina, the fan of Fire Emblem.
Again, 800-358-6868.
The Mercedes-Benz of Edison Spring event has arrived. Whether you're looking for a gas, electric, or hybrid model, they have the perfect Mercedes-Benz to fit your lifestyle. Experience exceptional service and exclusive lease and finance offers at Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
Injured? Don't be a whiner. Call me, attorney Mark Miner. I'm Mark Miner, and I have over 30 years of experience handling personal injury cases. If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, don't whine. Call 1-800-LAW-LINE. You can trust that the personal injury law firm of Zalman, Schnurr, and Miner will treat you with respect and fight for your rights. Don't whine. Call 1-800-LAW-LINE for a free consultation. Our goal is to transform your pain into payment. If there is no recovery, there is no fee. We handle all types of accident cases and value...
She's looking at something. I don't know.
The sooner you call, the better. If you are injured, call 1-800-LAW-LINE so we can discuss how to transform...
She's looking at something.
Pain into payment. Don't be a
Or
whiner.
smelling something. She's all stimulated now.
At 1-800-LAW-LINE.
Hello, Black Whisper. Crafts, a.k.a. Bex. Linda, happy Caturday. It's good to see you. And it's good to see you, Black Whisper. Thank you for stopping by to say hello.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 68 degrees at 10:20. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb, and here's what's happening. Forget the Easter bonnet, find the sun hat. It's going to feel like summer today. Latest AccuWeather coming up. Police are investigating a tragedy in the Bronx. A 38-year-old woman and 8-year-old boy believed to be his mother and son found dead. 60 years later, we are still giving you the world. The Dead Winds marks a huge milestone today. Not your usual arson. Staten Island man charged with burning 3 houses after setting sex toys on fire. Big Star Wars casting news. Word of a fan favorite returning in Ahsoka. Yanks and Mets win. 10 Winds AccuWeather. Partly sunny, warm, and breezy. Maybe showers or storms late. The high, 85. Winds east on 1021. Traffic and transit. Here is Sue Allen.
We have severe delays on the subways on the 2, 4, 5, and 6 trains, and this is both ways between the Bronx and Manhattan, all because someone was struck by a train at 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. But again, service has resumed. But for the time being, you definitely want to stick with the D trains instead. Good news in New Jersey on 280 eastbound. That accident right by the Stickle Drawbridge has been cleared away. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. The George Washington Bridge, you got 15 to the upper level, lower level, no delays.
She's just trying to find a comfy spot, I guess.
The worst approach will be from the Cross Bronx. Looking great at the Lincoln Tunnel, inbound Holland Tunnel, about 10 minutes right now. Now, we'll take it to Brooklyn, where we're pretty slow on the BQE both ways by the Brooklyn Bridge. We also have some slowdowns on the Bell Parkway from Flatbush Avenue to about Erskine Street, and this is all because of construction. In Queens, you're slow on the southbound Cross Island Parkway into the LIE, so stick with the Clearview. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. A good ride on the southern, the northern, and the LIE. Traffic is sponsored by Paramus Chevrolet. I'm Sue Aller, next report.
Cloudy today here, but if the sun was out, she would be even more happy. You can just tell, like, she loves the sun. To lay in the sun or to look outside. She knows, even they sense, they know spring is here, you know?
Spring? Who needs spring? We're going straight to summer with highs in the
Well, today it's going to feel like summer, but, you know.
Weather meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
It's been a long time in coming, but finally we're going to experience some real springtime warmth today. Temperatures yesterday got well up into the 60s as a warm front was lifting through the area. We're clearly in the warm air mass this morning, and temperatures are going to go quickly through the 70s all the way to a high of 85 degrees. Our average high for the day would be 63, so more than 20 degrees above average. It'll cool off behind a cold front tomorrow, but temperatures still well up into the 60s. The coolest day in the next 4, probably Monday, before it warms up again on Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg. I'll have a look at that 4-day forecast in minutes on the Earth Weather Station 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Of course, whatever the weather brings, stay with 1010 Winds. We'll get you through. Police are investigating the death of a woman and a boy in the Bronx last night. They say they were called just before 8:30 p.m. to this home on 683 East 231st Street in the Wakefield section. They found a 38-year-old woman and an 8-year-old boy unconscious. They were pronounced dead at the scene. Sources told 1010 Winds they were mother and son. There was a second child in the home, a 4-year-old girl believed to be the daughter of the woman. She was taken to the hospital, said to be physically okay. City medical examiner now will...
Tina says, checkmate. Checkmate, Tasso. We're playing chess, Tina? I used to play a lot of chess, actually, back in middle school.
Video footage shows President Trump speaking about nuclear weapons, and then a bystander yells out, Philo fainted. Oz moved to attend to his granddaughter. White House officials ordered reporters out. In a statement to People magazine later, a White House official said the girl is...
You see Chicopee? If you're still here, she just meowed. Oh, wait, no. I think, yeah, it was you that asked me that. Tina says, I was saying Robin's critical hit quote. Oh, checkmate? Or the one before that. It is said to cause strong storms and decrease temperatures, but now Lucina and Chrome, Lucina or Lucina, and Chrome defeated it.
He says because it doesn't connect directly to police. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Federal Reserve has approved the merger of Capital One and Discover. The two major credit companies first announced the merger in February of 2024. Capital One acquiring Discover in a $35.3 billion all-stock deal. We'll also get Discover Bank in the transaction. The final okay announced yesterday. Well, get your walking shoes ready for next weekend. Dozens of city streets will be going car-free on Saturday, April 26th, as part of the city DOT celebration of Earth Day. Earth Day itself is Tuesday, but the car-free event is Saturday. Events in the streets and plazas and all sorts of other places. Of course, there will be traffic implications, so stay with us for that.
On Saturday, April 26th, the Department of Transportation and the City of New York celebrate Car-Free Earth Day in NYC. From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., select streets in all 5 boroughs will be car-free and full of outdoor fun, music, games, and more. Join the festivities in Midtown and Uptown Manhattan, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, Woodside, Queens, Fort in the Bronx, and Port Richmond in Staten Island. Visit nyc.gov/car.
Lucina, okay. Kept saying Lucina for some reason. I don't know. Lucina and Chrome, not Chrome. Well, the way you wrote before, you said Chrome, like Google Chrome, but missing the E.
Call the Barnes firm now and let us help help you get the best result possible.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. Manhattan, Long Island.
Now, Bloomberg Money Watch.
Many high-income earners are choosing renting over buying a home. Redfin says that almost 3/4 of the nation's most populated areas are seeing wealthy renters making up a growing portion of the overall market.
It's very difficult to come up with a down payment for some of
It comes from Awakening and Smash, says Tina.
Weather says some high-income earners don't want the hassle of owning a home, or they like the flexibility that comes with renting.
If they are moving quite a lot, then renting can be actually more affordable and more beneficial financially.
Fairweather says many new apartment buildings are aimed at luxury renters.
So I think wealthier people renting is not necessarily a sign of renting becoming exclusively for the wealthy. If anything, it might mean that it's easier to rent as a middle-class person down the line when
Tina says in Smash Ultimate, Chrome summoned Kyogre to battle.
More people are choosing to rent overall. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Gina Cervetti for 10
Well,
Wins
I
on
think
92.3
Kyogre is
40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose
one of the
spider veins.
best of the best, if you ask me.
Problem. Think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. When you call, you'll get free information. Free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989 today.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop. A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
It is 68 degrees right now in the city. AccuWeather says we're going up to 85 today in Midtown. It will be much less warm, but still quite nice tomorrow for Easter Sunday. The full forecast coming up in just minutes. Good morning. I'm Kathleen Marple-Kalb. Wins News Time, 8:30.
Good morning. I'm Brian Britton. Today we are saying happy birthday to 1010 Wins. We went on the air 60 years ago as an all-news station. The station flipped from top 40 to all news. Out in the streets by the Shangri-Las, the final song played when it was top 40 in music.
Copyright.
The Johnny Holiday Show for this Sunday, April 18th, 1965. Thank you so much for joining us, and yours truly, WINS, the Group W station, Westinghouse Broadcasting for New York, and thanks for everything. And because the idea of all news was indeed so new, we had to actually get on the air and explain what we were all about. Former 1010 Wins General Manager Joel Chaseman.
WINS has become the first and only radio station in the New York region to present a continuing all-news service, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, news is at your fingertips whenever you want it.
And that phrase is still very relevant today. 1010 Wins on AM, on FM, streaming online through the Odyssey app, social media. Since 1965, the News Watch has never stopped. It's going to keep on going. We looked it up to a birthday on April 19th, means that 1010 Wins is in Aries, and according to our
I'm an Aries, too.
we are passionate, motivated, and a confident leader It builds community, and I think that just about says it all. Winds News Time 1031.
It's all right, Jacoby. I don't think it's... And if it is, whatever. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter. And even if it is, it's not. It shouldn't be a strike, so...
Upper level, 20 minutes. A lower level, looking good. That's where you want to be.
And anyways, I'm going to be ending it soon in a bit, so... Oh, you're in Aries too, Mad Radio DXer. Oh, cool. What, you're in March or April? Your birthday. Or... mine was, last month, March. Oh, April 12th. Okay, so, wow, so it just passed. Okay. I don't remember if you mentioned it, either here or on Danny's. But anyways, I'll say happy belated birthday, my friend, to you. You may have mentioned it. I don't know if but... And Chickpeas, well, Chickpea, I know you mentioned it. Your radio just, oh my God, your radio. Your birthday was on April 8th. You are 16. And Tina says Lucina is a Taurus.
Continuing the legacy of D'Agostino and Associates, the injury firm. I work closely with my father, John D'Agostino, every day. When you're injured, call our team first. 888-24-LAW-24.
Oh, Linda's back.
Here a little bit later, I am not going to
She's sticking around today.
In the AccuWeather 4-day forecast, now meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Just don't leave it behind in work because you'll need it at some point over the next couple of days. Just not today. It is going to get breezy and progressively warmer. Upper 60s now. We're headed for 85 this afternoon with clouds and some sunshine. Toward the end of the day and the first part of tonight, there can be a shower or thunderstorm.
But anyways, I'm going to end it now, guys. So I wish you a great rest of your Caturday, everyone. And a happy Easter to those who celebrate. I'm not sure if I'm going to come on tomorrow. Anusha Erasmus, hello to you. She says, he or she says no. Well, I'm going to end it. But I appreciate you being here and watching. And maybe I will come back tomorrow. And yeah, so take care, everyone. There's Kitsos. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Easter. Bye-bye.